Ark survivors, it's Mark here and welcome back to the Sanctuary Ark. Here with Eve, ready to explore our next section of the Sanctuary. Continuing on along the north of the map, yes, moving on from East Valley into Mid Valley. Yes, see what wonders we find today. Right, continuing straight on after the last episode now, it's day 95. The time is 10:10, so we've got plenty of time to get round the Mid Valley. Yes, in the last episode this was the footpath that I was looking for, but I've actually moved it further away. There's been a bit of an alteration, let's say a major revamp of the underworld, which I'm really pleased with. I mean, once I started it I thought, what am I doing? It was so much work involved with it. Now there's a surprise. We've got a non-spawner, the Titanosaurus. Mind you, it is random if it comes in. We'll wander around here. We've got one or two creatures here. It's a different spawn that used to be here. The footpath ahead there is a walkway. If you was to walk to Demon Valley, this is the way you would come. Take the path ahead to the left there. We're not going to be doing that. We'll be going around towards the north. We're actually in Mid Valley, on the border of Mid Valley and East Valley here. A rough representation on the little mini map there. I'm not going to keep that up there all the time, just give an idea then again where we are. So that's the way to Demon Valley as a function, as sort of a training area to get your already pretty capable dinos leveled up basically. Training as we call it. You take on some of these nasty dinosaurs, you can train and get your level ups, and that's the idea of that area. Basically it's a concentrated leveling up, dino leveling up area. You do it yourself as well if you wanted to, but you're not likely to survive not on your own. But yeah, depends if you got this tech suit or not. Anyhow, continue on. Yeah, these footpaths are supposed to be a guide, but they're not quite right. I'm not quite happy. There's some grass missing here. You see a borderline there. Anyway, we shall sort things out as we go along, but for the most part, pretty pleased. One or two little things to do, which I did and almost completed until I decided to revamp everything, mess it all up again. Good at doing stuff like that, And one of the other things that I'm going to be noticing as well, some of these trees, these are alright here, but you place them down and then sometimes they're not quite sticking down in the ground. There's a couple over here, look, as we're going to see, there's two there, need lowering just slightly. The trouble is there's about 1 million trees on this map of the world, and so just do a little bit at a time, little tweaks, I've got to cut down on the updates though. It's going to be annoying to get an update every 2 or 3 days, so I'm going to try and concentrate them, say something like once a month while it's necessary to do that. Well, we're not getting very far. We're back into the East Valley. We're trying to find the way up the footpath into Mid Valley, but we've come round. You see the waterfall already, so we've not really got that far. We better get on with this thing. This is the footpath we're looking for. Just double check down there because I think there's a lot of resources missing from this area. Yeah, there was a few resources down in there that are now missing. Changed the textures of the landscape there as well. But we'll get back to the footpath. Seen many creatures as yet in Mid Valley. We're actually now properly into Mid Valley. It's taken what, 4 or 5 minutes to get here. There was some logic actually in the way I did the footpath before, and I may add another footpath in that's more direct. I'm not sure about that, but you can walk across through the plain anyway. They're just a guide really, the footpaths. May need narrowing a bit wide. Mind you, you're coming through with some larger dinos and so forth. It was all about getting the balance. Right, still no creatures. What's going on? Come on. Need to put some more spawns in. Gosh, I've put thousands in as it is. Alright, we'll get up here. Ah, now we've got Rex over there. taking on some raptors by the looks of it. Yeah, I keep forgetting to put the coordinates on. How long that's been off. Anyhow, we got up there. Right, we're in the valley itself now. It's only a level 15. Should be able to get by that. Got some more creatures ahead. Looks like stags. Oh, like he's coming towards the footpath. Well, you would. Hoping to get by it, but you're not going to get by it, are we? No. Here we go. Yeah, it's only low level. Took that out easily enough. Yeah, I usually collect all the resources and especially the trophies. You get the arms from them, but to be honest, there's not really a lot of point in doing that because this character is going to be saved and put away as the test character, and then in the future I'm going to start from day one in 2 different scenarios. Yeah, a single player scenario and a server version, which is still going to be sort of single player because it's just going to be me and my characters. One character is going to be female on the single player version, and on the server version it's going to be male. Yes, I'm not sure which way round we're going to do it yet, but one's going to be uploaded to YouTube and the other version is going to be uploaded to Rumble. I do have a channel on Rumble as well as YouTube. So we'll see what happens. I have all these little ideas. Some of them come to fruition and others don't. Many don't. Anyway, let's get on with this thing. See what we got up here. Because up to now it's been pretty quiet. Right, I expected a fork in the road there. Okay, we've got the plane ahead of us. We'll follow this footpath along here. I think there's a fork in the road and we've got a couple of options, but I'm not sure. Where are we? It's quiet. It's too quiet. What I'll probably do in the future is run the video in the background while I'm in the editor and see if there is any spawners or what have you, or whether I've just got the distances wrong between the spawns, and I've done that before because the perspective, as I said before, is different. Hello, we got some creatures up here. Trudons chasing a stag. That's the first time I've seen that. Oh well, I think they're Trudons. Yeah. Huh. Keep an eye on them because they knock you out. Oh, there's something. Sounds like a Trudon. Surely it ain't that one over there. Right, we've got a thunderstorm coming. Well, there's a bit more life in this area. Not enough though. Special resource up here. Black pearl in here, I believe. Yeah, 2 black pearls we got from that. There's 1 or 2 of those dotted about here in this valley. Not many, but there is some. Not going to be able to cover every single inch of the map. Let's just get a rough idea. Got a couple of options here. So we'll stick to the footpath, I think. deeper into the valley now. Pretty low level creatures at the moment. Ah, looks like a feather light. Feathers, yeah. Tapjara. Right, we've got a couple of options here for sure on which way to go. I'm totally lost. I'm lost on my own map. We'll have a run over here, see what we've got. Terror birds over there, some nasties. Feel a bit more life in this area. Oh yeah. Trying to avoid them if we can. Right, this is the disadvantage of not having a map, mini-map. An added challenge. Don't know which way to go now. Wait for that storm to pass. It was getting a little bit distracting. I don't know which way to go. I think we've been that way. Did we come up that way? I'm not sure. I can't remember. I went and got myself a cup of tea while that storm was still blowing. Let's go up this way. Let's have a look. Ah yeah, because we can see the mountains to the right. So we're going the right way. Oh dear, we're lacking of a bit of foliage here. What's that there? We've got another black pearl or two, I believe. We'll go and have a look. Not sure if it does give anything else out. I've only ever found black pearls, to be honest, in these things. When I'm not really testing them. Oh, mutagel. Ah, only one, but it looks like an egg. So we've got mutagel. Oh, we did get some extra black pearls from that, did we? Because we had 2 and then we now got 4, but I didn't see that come up on the screen. Oh, this area looks a little bit underwhelming, needs a bit more work to it, so we'll go try a different route, but we definitely want to be going with the mountains on our right hand side. Yeah, it's not ideal not having a mini map for the underworld there, but it gives you a different challenge. Yeah, the thing is I have all the maps, you know, from the island right to Genesis and Crystal Isles, Lost Island, all of them. And to be honest, most of them now don't even need the mini-map, but because you've been playing the game on and off for 10 years, so... Right, we'll wander down... Ah, no, we haven't... Ah, right, now we're coming... We're actually heading towards West Valley now. This is still part of Mid Valley and it blends in, obviously, as we go along. We've got that vine going across the valley here. I've not tested that out, make sure that works properly, but you should be able to get a Ravager and walk across that. I've never tamed a Ravager, to be honest, so that's something I've got to do. A little bit more foliage, I think, in this area. I've got some crystal there. Now, I had some trouble with crystal, I think I've mentioned that before already. It should be okay now. Pre-revamp, there was a lot more foliage and resource about, so there is stuff to be added. The thing is, I'd be working on a section, it looks like here we've got a section where we've got a bit more foliage, and then, hang on a minute, that don't look like that's going right to the edge there. I'll have to check that out. Ah, is that right? I'll go back to that. See, I'll do a section, say like this, and then I get distracted with a problem that's come up, and I go off and I forget where I am, and because I'm, you know, I've only got 3 brain cells, and I ain't doing so bad. Anyway, right, we've got a few trees here. Oh, I've got to remember those, because that's what I'm talking about. The trees, they're just stuck in the side. They're not actually properly down in the ground there because of the slope. They're pretty bad. I can't believe I didn't notice that when I was editing it. Oh, and we have the midday music. another thing to note is a lack of dino spawns down that little bit of valley. So what have we got up here? I think we're coming to the end of Mid Valley and going into the West Valley, which is definitely going to be a little bit more populated, what I can remember of it. Mid Valley, a little disappointed really, because there's not really much going on as such. There's definitely some work to be done, but it can be done. That's the thing. It's the idea of doing these videos as well as give you a rough idea. It's given me an idea of what needs doing, so quite pleased in that respect. We do have some weird spawns, morella tops. I think really that's a good thing. Yeah, for this particular area, a bit more foliage in some places, and definitely some more spawns. Maybe a highlight, some reason to come into the area. Aha, there's life, but not as we know it. Lystrosaurus, there's a couple of those here. Useful creature, help level up your creatures a little quicker in certain scenarios. Now I do have ideas. This might actually be a nice spot. I'm in Blender and I'm playing around with things like little cottages and modern buildings, all sorts of things, you know, and then try and bring them into the game. The only problem I've got with that is the file size of the game is broke 4 gigabytes, which is in today's terms is nothing really. But that would be, if that was lined up with a few cottages there, maybe a few more resources and that about. Yeah, well, these are the sort of ideas I have. Yeah, I'm going to have to be careful. My poor little brain cell's going to get overloaded. So anyway, talking of dangers to my brain cell, what have we got here? Dire bear level 80. Oh, they're getting a little higher. And they're pretty dangerous there. I don't want to get too close to them. Mind you, a few more of those around about in this area might liven the place up a bit. Yeah. Oh, there's so much to this. I'm never going to get covered, not in these videos. But then again, that's not what it's about. It's about giving a rough idea and go and explore it yourself. Yeah. I do recommend the walkabouts though. Yeah. And on the upper world, get a raft. And raft about, yeah. And we got up here. Another plane with no creatures in it now. I'm pretty sure there should be creatures in here, so I think I have got some non-spawners. But it'll be checked out, it'll be fixed. Yeah, we got by the bears, which is a good thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're coming up towards West Valley. It's good to have some quiet areas, but an area like this needs to be populated. Yeah, and by the time you get to watch this video, or it may have been sorted. Trouble is with this aquatic thing, they keep messing about with the game. Things change and you got to go back and sort stuff out, and it's, oh dear. You don't know what you're doing half the time. You don't know whether it's something I've done, which is most likely, I have to say, or whether it's something that's been updated and things got changed. Yeah, but the worst thing of all is the uncertainty whether this will actually be playable in the future. Maybe I'm just wasting my time. Who knows? But we're going to soldier on and see how we get on. Oh, it's a bit steep there. Bit of smoothing here, I think. A bit more foliage. Yes, and a few more spawns. Well, behind us is West Valley, and that's hopefully a little bit more, well, I know it is, a bit more to see down there. And as far as Mid Valley is concerned, we're going to need to do some work, that's for sure. And it all needs to be done before I even start to think about doing the playthrough series, which is likely to start, by the looks of things here, 2026. Well, we'll see. Well, that's if we still have a game. Going back to the state of the game on July the 14th would be awesome. Well, if you're still with us, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Oh yes, yes indeed.